As a Steeler, Antonio Brown, a sixth-round draft selection in 2010, was a force. As he liked to say, business was booming.
It's Antonio Brown, the amazing one.
Is he the best receiver in the league? I think he's the best player in the league.
Over the 9 seasons he played in Pittsburgh, Brown was the #1 wideout in the NFL in catches, receiving yards, and TD receptions. Just 2 seasons ago, in 2018, he had 104 catches, 1,297 receiving yards, and led the league with 15 receiving touchdowns. Performance? No doubt. But there were questionable decisions along the way. Like the time he live-streamed Coach Mike Tomlin's post-game locker room talk without telling Tomlin he was doing so.
We're going to touch down at 4 o'clock in the morning. So be it. We'll be ready for that.
In 2018, with Brown and Ben Roethlisberger frequently at odds, Brown repeatedly missed practice in Week 17, which led to his being benched for the season's final game. Brown, in turn, demanded a trade, and 3 months later, his wish was granted.
Breaking news, Antonio Brown is a Raider.
Traded to the Raiders for 3rd and 5th round draft picks, he signed a new deal worth up to $54 million. But as a Raider, things got weird. Fast. First, Brown reported to training camp with frostbite on his feet. There'd been a cryotherapy mishap in France. Brown then filed a grievance against the league because new safety protocols meant he could no longer wear his preferred helmet. Again, he started missing practices.
It's time for him to be all in or all out.
Losing their patience, the Raiders fined Brown more than $50,000. Making matters worse, Brown posted on Instagram the letter GM Mike Mayock sent him explaining the fines. Soon, Mayock and Coach John Gruden had had enough. Brown was released.
The Raiders
Free! Oh, oh, fly like an eagle!
On September 9th, 2 days after his release, the Patriots signed Brown, thrusting him immediately into Tom Brady's offense. The very next day, Brown was named in a civil suit. Brittany Taylor, his former trainer, accused him of 3 incidents of sexual assault or rape. Still, Brown played that week for New England. He had 4 catches, including a touchdown.
Brady takes the snap, he fires the back shoulder, Brown! Touchdown, Patriots!
Welcome to New England, kid.
The day after the game, Brown's accuser met with the NFL. Then Brown was accused of sexual misconduct by another woman, in a story in Sports Illustrated. SI also reported alleged domestic incidents involving Brown and a pattern of unpaid debts. In the wake of the story in SI, the Patriots released him. Brown didn't go quietly. 2 months later, still unsigned, Brown took to Twitter again. F the NFL, he posted. Also that month, Brown countersued Brittany Taylor, his former trainer. Then, in January 2020, this.
Stop! 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 Stop!
You want to play with us?
Stop!
You want to play with us?
Refusing to pay $4,000 to men moving his furniture, Brown attacked one of them. After being arrested, he was ordered to undergo a mental health evaluation. His lawyer told USA Today he was perfectly mentally healthy. Eventually, Brown would plead no contest to burglary and battery charges and was put on probation. Then, just 3 months ago, on July 20th, Brown announced his career was over, tweeting, "Life goes on, 84. 11 days later, the NFL announced it was suspending Brown for 8 games for multiple violations of the league's personal conduct policy. Finally, last week, more than 13 months after his last NFL catch, Brown signed with Tampa Bay, his 4th team in 20 months. He's reunited both with Byron Leftwich, his former teammate in Pittsburgh, now the Bucs offensive coordinator, and his former teammate from just 1 game, Tom Brady.
Certainly, I'm happy for Antonio to get an opportunity to resume his career. He's put a lot of time and energy into working on a lot of things in his life, and I'm just happy that he's got another opportunity to play in the NFL.